Social media is like fraud. Hey, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Corey, blah, 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 blah. Skip the long intro. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video. I want to talk about my stage fright and fear of flopping on social media. In this current age, right, you have an uptick of content creators and influencers and so on, and people that are, everyone's chasing the numbers. Everyone's chasing the eyeballs. Everyone wants to go viral. And I was once caught in the rapture. At some point in time, I was burnt out by content creation. I was blaming algorithms. I was doing and saying all these things to measure up my personal levels of success amongst each other, as well as my level of success amongst other people. I no longer do that. Thank the Lord, I have been freed. Amen. However, previously, it was a problem. It used to bring a little bit of anxiety in me anytime I went to post something. I'll give a little backstory. Let's rewind. I did not get into the game until late 2022. What year is it? Late 2021. In October, around September, October of 2021, I decided that I was going to grow my social media, specifically my Instagram. Why I made that decision was because at the time I was focused on growing my business and clientele. I wanted more graphic design, illustration, and branding clients, and I knew one of the best ways I could do that was to convert my followers into clients. And an even better way to do that was to get more followers to convert into clients, right? At that point, when I made that decision, I'm the type of person, when I say something out loud, it's getting done. I'm gonna do it. I spoke it out loud into the universe, and I went ahead and did the work and did the thing, and I grew my platform significantly up until we are about a year and a half later, still going strong. Now, when I first started to do this content, my first piece of like specifically curated content or whatever that I put out was a day in a life video. And I did a series of day in a life videos that had a voiceover of me with my dry humor just going through my day. Here's an example. Welcome to a few days in my life that nobody asked for. For the past week and some change, I've had to-do lists that were longer than CVS receipts. Most of it were things that I signed myself up for, but regret as soon as I remembered that I'm the one that actually has to do the work. I had an assistant with me who looks just like me, but she was so unhelpful, and now she's unemployed. Once she was removed from the premises, I went out, got my nails done. I even checked my P.O. box, which I have because absolutely no one should know where I live. After all my responsibilities were taken care of, I shifted all of that energy into partying and eating out like I had never been outside before. If you look closely, you'll notice that a lot of fun was had, but not one gym shot was taken because I didn't go. At the end of the day, I got to reward myself the way I want to reward myself. All about balance. Bye. I know, I'm so funny. Anyway, I continued to do those videos over and over because that's what was getting me the numbers. I never posted that style of video and it didn't do well. I knew that people enjoyed that. I knew people would share it. I knew that I would get all these likes and attention. I just knew that that was a thing. And while that did work in terms of the numbers, it started to make me feel burnt out, and it also started to make me feel self-conscious against myself, if that makes sense. I felt the pressure of being great twice. If I posted this one type of video, I wouldn't dare stray away and do too much to the left or to the right because I knew that this is what people liked about me and this is what I need to stick to. This is the only way I was going to be able to maintain the greatness that people held me to. That was absolutely wrong, dead wrong. I didn't realize at the time, but that's just how I felt. So when it did come to a time where I was posting other pieces of content and things that would like align more with my purpose, like my design work and all these other things, I felt anxious about it. After some time, I did do the work to identify like a strategy and different buckets of content that I wanted to create and all these things. And I started doing that and it worked well and it still works well today. But at one point, my real focus was to absolve myself of that anxiety. I notice a lot today, specifically on TikTok, I'll hear a lot of people saying that they are burnt out by content creation. I also hear a lot of people say that they are putting in all this work and they're not seeing the benefits from that work. Additionally, I'm also seeing a lot of people who have a lot of followers and or have a couple viral videos, but then the videos that follow up do not match in terms of the likes and the shares and all that stuff. The numbers just don't match. And in turn, they're now talking about like how much they hate the platform or hate the algorithm or whatever. I think all of those things while they matter, they don't really matter. I personally, truly believe that you will see a turn in all of that if you do one thing and one thing only. Create for yourself. Don't create for the algorithm. And don't create for an audience. I know that sounds backwards. I know people tell you to do the opposite. I probably have advised to do the opposite. But I do think that it is a much more fun and happy environment if you are creating for yourself, and the people will come. That's just what it is. I think the pressure of being great twice is a blocker. It's a blocker. It'll stop you from exploring other options and trying out different things. Content creation to me is literally throwing pasta at the wall and seeing what sticks. And even when I find what sticks, I'm going to keep throwing pasta at the wall. You know, when I say create for yourself, if you think about it, if you from the beginning created things that you like or that you wanted to see, I talk about me starting this YouTube channel, for example. I wanted to see, I'm on YouTube all the time, like all day. It's unhealthy. I'll sit on this website for hours, okay? I go on this website looking for specifically Black women, number one. I don't even care what niche it is. I don't care what it is. I like to read books. When I go to look up like reading vlogs or book recommendations, I type Black woman just to see if something pops up, just to see if I can find us. Branding design, when I look for the type of content that I create, I type in Black woman, didn't find any. Black women on this website, the ones who have like the larger audiences, they all seem to be in the beauty and hair realm, some of them luxury lifestyle, and I'm not looking for that. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I still watch them, but that's not really what I'm searching for. I see enough of them. I see them all the time, but where are the rest of the girls with the other interests? There are so many, right? But those girls, in an attempt to get the numbers and to be able to create the content they want, they're kind of following a formula of the girls that are in the beauty and luxury lifestyle and so on space, not being themselves. So when I come onto YouTube and I'm like, well, and same thing with Instagram, same thing with TikTok, my content is all about, yes, my lifestyle, but my lifestyle as a professional art director, illustrator, graphic designer. You're going to see all my actual work. You're going to see like what it is that I do. I don't care if it's nerdy. You're going to see the tech that I use. You're going to see all this stuff that I had no idea so many people would be interested in, but they are. And so because I'm creating something that I saw a void in, it's something that I'm truly interested in, and I'm not following any other formula, I literally filled a gap, and anyone that was looking for it has come to me. And I'm grateful and blessed for that. I think other people should move away from looking for a formula. How many times should I post? What should I post? Those things do matter, but your focus should not be on that. The focus needs to be on what it is that you want to see from someone like yourself. That pressure to be great twice, which I no longer feel, doesn't exist if you're creating for yourself and you determine what that greatness is. I say everything I post is phenomenal. Therefore, it doesn't matter if it gets 100 likes or 1,000. I know it's fire. I also say that the stuff that gets 100 likes and the stuff that gets 1,000 likes, both of those things get brought up when companies come to me, when brands reach out to me, when whatever. So really, forget the numbers. The pressure to be great twice is totally up to you. I say all that to say, if and when you do have that moment where you go viral or a particular piece of content of yours does amazing in numbers or whatever the case may be, pay attention to what piece of content it was and pay attention to what you did that worked well, but also understand that you can apply some of those learnings to anything that you want to do. And you should do everything that you want to do. Stop putting all your eggs in the baskets woven by the social media growth experts. Just trust your gut, do what you like, and literally, I think the best piece of advice is to be the person that you want to see online. I think that's something that I've had not issues with, but that's something that I've acknowledged for a great part of my life. Anytime I received recognition for something, I always was held to that standard or held myself to that standard. And as a result, I did not feel as good about anything that I produced or did or said or whatever after that did not warrant that same exact recognition. It's just not the way to measure things. I think it's unhealthy, if you ask me. I've had plenty of hobbies and things like that in the past that I used to think I was really good at, and I may pick them up again soon because, I can do anything. But I had plenty of hobbies in the past that I used to think I was really good at, and people would give me a lot of props for, and I would see comments or replies on Twitter or whatever, wherever I was receiving the props for these things. And once they slowed down, so did I. And that is not the way to do it. It's not going to work. It's not going to work in life. It's not going to work in influencing. It's not going to work in content creation. It's not going to work at your job. It's just not going to work. So let's let that go. Everyone, all together, let's breathe it in and blow that shit out. And let's never see it again. Okay? Thank you for watching, and thank you for sticking around during my rant. If you have anything you would like to add, any comments, criticisms, questions, concerns, any further points of conversation, please meet me down below and let me know how you plan to move forward now that we don't do that shit anymore. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.